you don't ever have to worry about me butting in or being bossy again. Now, how's that?
Fine.
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 Fine. Now, I know Big Daddy could put it back together. You know, he's so big and strong and handy. Go ahead.
What's something for yourself?
I just want my damn eggs. Yeah, girl, I'm so glad I didn't slap you. That would have been hard to come back from. You didn't tell me your little high school girlfriend was coming to town?
Baby, our son done landed in a pot of honey. He done come up like 7 of them. Came up like a Mountain Dew. Won't he do it?
I found the source of this room's creative bounds, of its change.
Oh.
Need a black actress with personality plus? Look no further than Wendy Raquel Robinson, the queen of drama. With 14 NAACP nominations from The Game,
You start messing with what's going down on the field, you're gonna have to deal with Tasha Mack.
and 3 from The Steve Harvey Show, she's the real deal.
Mistaken,
From
right?
The Game. 14-time nominations, but that's fine.
But you got
yes,
the
I'll
prize.
take, but I got the, but you know, it ain't even about the prize.
This
you know
is
what I
true.
mean? It's
This is
about
true.
being able to show up and play on the field.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, she finished with awards. So I don't want to, again, pump your head up too much.
No, but you can do it. I need it. Yes, I did graduate cum laude.
Yes, cum laude is...
Thank you, Lord, and cum laude.
Who else could bring the sass, the flair, and the unpredictability to every scene?
Really, Steve?
Absolutely. Pros always have a plan B.
Thank you, Steve.
And let's not forget that infamous foot-sucking moment. Yeah, that happened.
And I had to suck his toes. You sucked Rick Fox's toes. His toes! You sucked Rick Fox's toes. Oh my God!
I'm not even joking, she was the drama. When you need an actress to bring the fire, Wendy's the first call. Ain't nobody touching her. She's all about that acting life, giving us glimpses into what could have been if she hadn't pursued her passion.
I have no complaints. I mean, it seems like I've been working forever, but I mean, don't get me wrong. You know, there's been downtime. I've been in the dugout waiting to get back up at bat.
I mean, we've heard how Hollywood can be,
Yes.
especially
yes.
for our sisters and brothers.
Oh, yes.
But you managed to stay afloat and
Yes.
have been linked up to some wonderful productions that run a full course.
Yeah, I've had some short
You've
stops
had some
too
hiccups.
now.
I got
okay,
you, I got
had
you.
some hiccups.
Right.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. Wendy's not just an amazing actress, she's also a die-hard philanthropist, and we can't get enough of her.
I can't put it all into one sentence as to how this manifested, but one thing launched into another, and then I met my best friend and my business partner, Tracy Coley. Unfortunately, he passed in '04, but we decided to come together and build something very much like what we both knew as children.
Meet Wendy Raquel Robinson, the fiery Leo queen, born in LA on July 25th, 1967. Her mailman dad and nurse mama on the dance floor instilled in her a passion for the arts.
My mom was a dancer, and I started as a dancer too, but she was a registered nurse by trade. You know, my father was a mailman. They're both retired, living very well in LA.
Wendy slayed Howard University, graduating cum laude with a BFA in drama.
When you went to Howard, you got fine arts in a bachelor's in fine arts, right?
Yes,
So
in drama.
But hold up, there's more.
Wow. I wanted to be a dancer. I wanted to be a child psychologist. I wanted to be a psychologist. And I was always, I think I was always curious. So I think me being an actress everything just kind of fell into place with that.
Thank goodness she chose acting. We'd have missed her iconic performances.
No, you can't control the snow, but what am I supposed to do? Tiffany and Sterling are on their way over. I knew I should have never married you.
Listen up. Wendy's acting gift was always there.
As a
Believe
child,
it or
you knew.
not, it started in the backyard when I was like 7, 8 years old, putting on plays in my backyard with all the kids in the neighborhood. That was before electronics, so you just had to create, and I was one of those.
And fun fact, her ADHD fueled that creativity.
Little ADD, but it worked for me. It worked for me.
Are you still ADD?
I'm AADD.
Wendy was the sole artistic rebel in her fam, but she knew Howard was her destiny. No crystal ball needed.
Nobody in the family else pursued the arts as strong
Not
as
at
you did?
all. And my sister corporate, Job Corps.
Wow.
You know, center director. My other sister's with the airlines.
However, culture shock hit hard when she arrived. Being a Cali girl in D.C. was a vibe shift.
I get to D.C. and I mean, let alone the humidity, the buildings, the climate, the people. You know, it was a
Different vibe.
culture shock completely.
But Wendy persevered, embracing her Howard experience until graduation.
When I got past the first semester at Howard, I just embraced it all. I never wanted to leave. I stayed in D.C. 7 years afterwards.
You won't believe this. Wendy graduated from the legendary Howard University alongside none other than Taraji P. Henson.
You were there with Taraji P. Henson and so many other people. But you and Taraji were actually friends.
Oh, yes. Still are.
Talk about a power duo. These two queens, who'd later slay Hollywood, were college homies.
I love it. As a matter of fact, I like the idea of Tasha Mack being on Empire. Ooh. Not a new character. I like your character being on Empire.
Wendy burst onto the scene in 1993 with a fiery debut on Martin.
Vanessa Tuck.
Hey! Followed by sizzling guest spots on Thea and The Sinbad Show.
Don't you think you ought to give him a call?
She's full with good questions, huh?
Little did we know, this was just the beginning. She went on to slay groundbreaking performances on shows like Minor Adjustments.
Oh, I get it. It's the man thing, like scratching yourself, spitting, debating who was the funniest of the Three Stooges.
The Steve Harvey Show.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm very satisfied with Warrington. Why did Steve say he had feelings for me?
And The Walking Dead. Yeah, she's a vet. It's been decades since The Steve Harvey Show, and whilst at it, Wendy brought the heat, creating unforgettable behind-the-scenes moments and crushing it on set.
It was the behind-the-scenes stuff that you guys really couldn't see, you know, working with, and that was at the peak of the Kings of Comedy.
But then came her iconic role as Tasha Mack in The Game in 2006.
I'm so sorry, Kelly. I would have talked to Tasha, but it's dark and it's late, and I'm sure she has guns.
Locked and loaded.
The drama.
And this is why. See, I can't have all this drama in my house.
The sass.
Please. What you doing here? I'm not sparing than the rod. We're on my time, like I told you.
The magic.
Plenty of time to think about what I want to say to each and every one of you.
Boss lady, you might want to slow your roll.
Or so we thought. The CW canceled the show in 2009, leaving fans heartbroken. But BET swooped in, striking a deal with CBS to revive the series. Taping relocated from LA to Atlanta, and the wait was over.
And so where we are now with Paramount Plus and the new episodes of season 2, it's set in Vegas. And yeah, Tasha Mack, you know, she owns her agency.
Wow.
And she owns her jet. And so now you're going to see her where she's at a place where she could potentially lose it all.
On January 11th, 2011, The Game returned for its 4th season. And Wendy's Tasha Mack was back, spilling wisdom.
Based on this, you conceived in November. Guess you can let the lucky guy know.
Yeah, whoever that is.
Think twice before speaking once and never hold back.
To think twice before you speak once, but don't hold back either. You know, if there's something that's really on your heart and on your mind, don't be afraid to say it. But think twice before you speak once.
Robinson's overflowing with gratitude for her epic rise to fame. And she's not afraid to show it.
I'm still an actor, but I feel like now that we're telling these kind of stories, I'm able to have a voice and an input that matters. Because I've known her, I've walked in this woman's shoes for it's been almost 18 years.
But just so you know, Wendy Raquel Robinson's journey to stardom was not a cakewalk. Despite being a total boss,
not only did I audition, but the women that were there, from Vanessa Williams to, Toni Braxton, Jasmine Guy, it was like I walked in and immediately I shrunk because of the women that were there auditioning for Tasha Mack, you know, and sometimes when you see the competition, you know, it's like, okay, let's get in here. And absolutely I had to audition. Yeah, it's part of the job as an actor.
But this queen went in, slayed the audition, and snatched that role.
I never even thought about that. The Mack family, we known for longevity.
Well, see, that's a blessing.
Talk about a comeback story. Wendy's proof that with kindness, hard work, and determination, you can overcome anything.
You know, is interested in any career. This is just a life lesson. Be kind, be kind, be kind, be kind.
But hold up, let's revisit that infamous scene where she had to suck Rick Fox's toes.
And I had to suck his toes.
You sucked Rick Fox's toes.
Yeah, it was wild. Season 1 or 2.
How about a round of applause?
Tasha, I'll quit. I don't need this job.
Standing ovation.
Tasha Mack's insecurity was on full display.
And you know, he's fine, and so are his toes.
Despite the cringe, Robinson's laughing about it now.
And it was fully sanitized, you know, and all of that.
Robinson's hilarious, and we're here for it. Fans are still totally obsessed with Wendy Raquel Robinson's iconic performance as Regina on The Steve Harvey Show.
You're the one who said it ain't a party till somebody's barbecuing on the roof.
They're going wild, posting pics of her, Steve, and Glorilla, and spotting an uncanny resemblance.
Fans have been saying that Glorilla could literally be your character's daughter.
Wendy's absolutely loving the hype.
I say, let's bring it on. Let's have a spinoff.
In 2014, Wendy slayed as Cruella de Vil in Disney's Descendants.
Carlos, is that a dog?
And that was just the beginning. Fast forward to 2017, she crushed it in Flatliners and brought the laughs on ABC's short-lived comedy series, The Mayor.
Give me the word and I'll go get the soap. You need a paddle? I got 2.
Then 2018 rolled around and Wendy landed a starring role alongside Demian Bashir and Rosalind Sanchez in ABC's Grand Hotel. And we were hooked.
And I will find you something because I am hashtag on it.
And in 2022, she brought the heat to Netflix's Family Reunion as Joyce.
But I can't make any promises that I will stay or enjoy myself.
Wendy Robinson's a legend, folks. She's keeping it real about how acting transformed her life.
And if I didn't have the arts, I don't know where I would be.
Right.
It saved my life. And I've seen the transformative work that it's done in so many young people. Wow, I just see life changing.
She's talking self-esteem boost, self-awareness, and finding her voice.
You know what I mean? Their self-esteem, their self-awareness, you know, and myself included. You know, you get a sense of who you are through the arts. Your voice can be heard.
Acting gave her a sense of purpose, and we're forever grateful. Wendy, the queen of the screen, has a shocking confession. She's actually a low-key introvert.
You know what it is? I think the characters that I've played have allowed me to be my alter ego.
Yeah.
Yup, you heard that right. This firecracker is only unleashed when she's chilling with her ride or die crew.
So, because Wendy, I'm really shy, believe it or not, and I'm kind of quiet, unless you know me.
Right,
And it's
right.
like, hey, it's on. Like, I'm comfortable with you right now.
Yeah.
But here's the plot twist. Acting became her alter ego's superpower. Stepping into character helped Wendy break free from her shell.
I think I've hidden behind a lot of my characters that have allowed me to be more outspoken and ballsy and brassy.
That's the great thing about acting.
That's what I love about acting.
Now she's slaying the game with confidence and sass. You'd think graduating from Howard University would open doors for Wendy? Think again. She thought getting signed by an agent would be a breeze, but nope.
So I was like, okay, Hollywood is ready. I'm ready to come back home. You know, I'm gonna get an agent. I'm gonna get this, I'm gonna get that. I came back to Los Angeles and I got nothing.
Instead, she faced years of rejection upon rejection. The struggle was real.
I didn't get a return phone call. I didn't get an interview, let alone an audition. All I got was rejection after rejection after rejection.
But this queen didn't let setbacks hold her back. Those no's fueled her fire.
It challenged me to utilize that to create something where I could create my own opportunity.
And so, she co-founded the Amazing Grace Conservatory with her ride or die bestie, empowering others to chase their dreams. It's a theatrical training school serving disadvantaged youth ages 5 to 18.
We utilize the arts as a vehicle to build self-esteem through self-awareness.
This queen had $0 to her name, but poured her heart and soul into giving these kids a voice. As the school's artistic director, Wendy's created a safe haven for thousands of young creatives. Wendy's beaming with pride over her accomplished alumni. These talented youngsters are making Mama proud and racking up that gold.
Ironically, Lauren London went through
Love her.
AGC,
Wow.
Issa Rae,
That's
Elle
huge.
Varner. She's a Grammy nominee. Ashton Sanders, who is now, he was on the Oscar Award-winning movie Moonlight, and he's now with Denzel on The Equalizer 2.
Can you even believe it? This queen has touched the lives of over 10,000 people through her academy. It's kept her grounded and growing, and she feels ridiculously blessed.
It's been amazing, and actually, I think that's the one thing that is my saving grace. And it keeps me in a place of humility. It keeps me in a place of grace and being passionate, because this is a hard industry. It is. I don't know how many of y'all are interested in going into it, but it's not one to be taken lightly. I just feel so blessed to be able to touch so many lives. I've touched over 10,000 youth. I think that's the one thing that is my saving grace.
Wendy's on a mission, living her purpose and crushing it. Her alumni are snatching Grammy nods left and right.
And beyond USA, you know, and all of that. Like, Elle Varner was one of my babies.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, she's gone on. She's gotten Grammy nominations and all of that. Ravon Brown had 3 kids that went straight out of Compton. So I don't really want to, you know, rely on the accolades that they've gotten in their career, but it's more or less what I've seen them doing. So I have lawyers, I have doctors, I have, you know, I feel like the harvest time is here.
But here's the icing on the cake. When they graduate, they bring their own kids to the academy. It's a full circle moment. A generational legacy.
So they're bringing their kids now.
Right.
So it's also that generational thing that, I don't know, maybe that's why I'm so present with the show that I'm doing, you know, with Here We Go Again. I'm seeing a lot of young moms coming back and bringing their kids back to where it started and being a part of that extended village. So I just feel like I'm walking in my purpose.
Wendy's still in awe, and we don't blame her. This is what happens when passion meets purpose. You think you know Wendy now, but hold up. This loving, goofy queen was once kicked out of high school. Can you even imagine?
Yeah, I got in trouble in high school. I was a lot.
But let's keep it real. Wendy struggled with her own demons, just like many of us. It's a hard truth, but she got caught up in the dark world of drugs.
Hanging with the wrong people, and to all of the young people that are watching, don't do drugs. Exactly, it's been proven.
Peer pressure took control, and Wendy hung with the wrong crowd. But her wake-up call came when her guidance counselor busted her in the act.
We're just all hanging out, you know, being stupid, and boom, the guidance counselor, she just drives by, and we just right there like, boom.
Fast forward to today, Wendy's transformed her life, and we can't help but admire her resilience. Time to get juicy. We've been way too serious for too long, folks. Let's switch gears and get this tea. Who's got Wendy Raquel Robinson's heart-skipping beats? Hold on to your seats, y'all. It's none other than Leonardo DiCaprio. Yep, you heard that right.
I love Leonardo DiCaprio.
Wendy's totally obsessed, and we're low-key living for it. She can't stop drooling over his smoking hotness. Marry me, Leo, she's basically screaming.
Marry me.
Only Wendy, folks. She's a total goofball, and we love it. But you're probably wondering, is Wendy still tied down? Well, get ready for the tea. Wendy tied the knot with Marco Perkins in 2003, and it seemed like a fairy tale.
Husband likes a little bit of everything.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Now, he looks young.
Ooh.
I mean, you're young, too. Is he?
I like him young.
Yes.
Young works. Young works.
For 15 long years, Wendy was totally obsessed with her hubby, gushing about him nonstop.
I swear, I never remember asking you, what does he do?
He takes care of me.
Perfect.
Okay, how about that?
Perfect.
He takes care of me. You know what it is? He's a MacGyver. He does a little bit of everything, but my baby's right there in my corner for me. That's Marco Perkins.
12
Thank
years.
you.
Now, when you call him MacGyver, he does stuff like he's able to fix stuff that a lot of men don't do anymore.
Exactly. We don't have a lot of men that can do that. But one thing I can say about my husband, he can fix, he can tweak, he can twerk, he can work it, honey, he can unclog it. Yeah.
But then, out of nowhere, divorce came knocking in 2018. Nobody saw it coming. It was a total blindsider. We're still scratching our heads wondering what went wrong. But speculations are he probably didn't like her sex scenes on the game, but just played it cool for the meantime. But here's the silver lining. Wendy's not just surviving, she's thriving post-divorce. Now she's flying solo and free to crush on anyone she wants. Is Wendy shooting her shot with Leo? Only time will tell, LOL. If I haven't said it before, let me scream it. Wendy's a born theater queen. She can act all day, every day.
I love to improv. Some people are petrified by that, but woo, I love to flow. You know, give me a scene and, you know, if I'm going, I'm just in it and, you know, they won't even call cut to a point where I'm like, okay, y'all, that's enough. I'm out. I ain't got nothing else.
Her acting flow is straight fire and she knows it. But what's the tea behind Wendy's glowing health? It ain't just good genes, honey. It's how she lives life to the fullest, loudly and with a whole lot of fun.
Baby, when I know you're only sorry you got caught. Oh, as you put on quite a show.
Emphasis on fun, folks. Wendy's secret sauce? Laughing till her belly hurts, ditching that uptight vibe, and getting her fitness on to unleash those endorphins. Y'all, Wendy Raquel Robinson's about to drop some knowledge, and it's gonna blow your mind.
Wendy, we heard that you came up with a new definition of one of Tamar's favorite things to do, twerk. Yes.
This queen has redefined twerking, and it's not what you think.
It's treat women equally, respectfully, and kindly. I'm telling young ladies to twerk that, but I want them to understand, take twerk to the next level.
I
So
love
if you
that.
get in a compromising position, you don't have to settle for that.
How about that?
You know, so treat women equally, respectfully, kindly.
Hey.
Don't judge me.
OMG. Wendy's all about self-love, following your inner voice, and snatching happiness. Her motto? If you want it, go get it, boo.
To love yourself. You know, if you're following your inner voice and you're listening to your passion, then there's nothing wrong that you can't do. If there's something that you want to do, then do it. The sky is the limit. You know what I mean? And don't listen to the haters and don't stop. Whatever it is you want to do, do it. If you want to write that book, write that book. Like I opened up my dance studio and my acting studio and all of that about 25 years ago. You know what I mean? But it was something I wanted to do.
But wait, there's more. She's got a secret therapy trick. She calls it the burning exercise, and trust, it's liberating.
We did a burning exercise, and I had all of the young ladies write down all of the negative things that they were told. You know, you're fat, you're ugly, you're stupid, you're this, you're that, you know. And I said, today we're gonna put it all.
Oh, that's
We're just gonna burn it, we're gonna toss it. And we got rid of it, and it was just so empowering. We do vision boards.
I'll do that at home.
Exactly. And
I'm grown
when
and I wanna
say
do
that's
that.
what I'm saying, and I participate with them, and it's just opened up so much for me.
You guys, Wendy's killing the game at 57. Her net worth? A whopping $4 million. She's living her best life, doing her thing, and serving up drama. This Emmy Award-winning producer is collecting trophies and breaking records. Back-to-back wins in 2021 and 2022? Iconic. We're giving Wendy Raquel Robinson a standing ovation. We see you, Queen, and we're obsessed. Wendy's still empowering souls through her organization, and we're rooting for her all the way.
When you work with children, it's something very eternal that just lasts with that. You know, they reignite the youth in you, that artist in you. They keep you going. They keep you, you know, even when you exhausted and look a hot mess, it's okay to just show up and, you know, play the game.
He hit me. Here.
Keep slaying, Wendy.